So this video is about me breaking down Dijkstra'S algorithm into its simplest form possible. Okay, so we're trying to solve a problem in front of me here. So I have a graph, a Dijkstra looking graph, and we're going to try to solve this problem together right now. So before I start this video, I want you to keep one thing in mind. If you don't already know this, okay, my drawing is like shitty right now. I took my whole life to draw this graph as perfect or as imperfect as it looks right now. But yeah, now this is some basic tree, right? Looks like something else, but yeah, let's just say it's a tree. This is what we call a vertex, okay? And this is an edge. And I'm saying this because I'm going to be using these terms a lot in this video. And sorry if my audio sucks. I really just found this crappy mic in my basement. Okay, so let me just undo this. So Dijkstra is a really simple algorithm when you get a hold of it. Very simple, guys. So just imagine you and your friend wanted to travel to vertex G. Okay? So you wanted to come here. This was your destination. Or, you know what? This was your destination. And you had to go around to get here. The idea is, how would you find the shortest and the cheapest path to get to whatever destination you are going to? Okay? And that might sound bizarre or sound crappy as hell, but yeah, that's the idea anyways. So I'm going to try to break it down in right now. We're going to solve it. And the first thing you should do when solving a Dijkstra's algorithm is look at the question, okay? If the question says start from A, you start from A. If it says start from B, then you start from B. It really depends on the starting point. But right now, for this video, I'm just starting with A because that's what most people start with, and that's what I want to start with. So yeah. So the first thing you do is write A here, and because we're starting from A, we're not going to write A here. At least that's how I do mine. B, C. Okay, I feel like the space here is crappy, so we're just going to do this again. B, C, D, E, and wait, no, not the end. Okay, let me just move this canvas over here, and I think we're good. Okay, now if you look at the vertex A, you can see that it's connected to B. Okay, you see this connection? And the cost is 40, right? It's also connected to H and D, but it's not connected to the others like E, C, G, and H. And this is what we are going to record on this table. From A to B is 40. Now you write 40 here. And because we are starting from A, okay? So this is 40 from A, okay? So you write A under here. A to C. Well, A is not connected to C, so we don't have any part there. So we're just going to use the infinity symbol because that's what people use, or mostly that's what the textbooks use. But I don't know if there's any other way of representing no connection between two vertices. But anyways, yeah. So we move to D. When we move to D, you can see the cost here is 20. Okay? So we say 20 from A. And then A to H is 10. So we write 10 from A. Now for the others, we just write the infinity symbol. Okay? So the basic idea here is just simple. You just write 40, 10, and 20 because that's the only thing connected to A right now. Okay? Now, we look at the graph, or we look at the table that we have here. What is the less number or the least number here? Well, if we're not blind, we can see this 10 is the least number here from H. So we're going to say pick out H, right? So H is going to be our next vertex to work on. So now that we have H, right? Now, what we are going to do now is record the value 10 because we're still going to use this value 10, right? And before we do that, we're just going to keep a little bit of asterisk here. And this asterisk is signifying that this was what we picked next, as in H, right? So if I had picked, if this was 5, if D was 5 instead of 20, we would have put an asterisk here and brought it down here, okay? But that's not the case in this question. So now we have H. H was previously 10. And now from H to D is 20. But we have to add the 10 here. So from H to D is not 20, it's 20 plus 10, right? And 20 plus 10 is 30. Let's keep it here and we see H. But look at what we have here. If I keep in the 30 here, right? What about the 20 here? 20 was less than 30, so it doesn't make sense to put 30 here. We are not going to accept this offer from H. Okay, so H is giving us 30 to D. Sorry. Yeah, 30 to D, sorry. But we're not going to take that offer, so we're just going to bring back our list value here. And from H to B, H is 10 to B, 30. Well, 30 is less than 40. Okay, so that's a good offer. And then we see that H is going to E, right? 10 plus this. 40 is better than infinity, which is better than nothing. What else is H connected to? H is connected to A, but it doesn't make sense to write anything here because we don't have a path to A, so we're not writing that there. So for the other parts, we're just going to keep the values there, and H is just going to come down on its own. And now the next small value that we have, we've already done this, is D. Okay, so we're going to bring D down here and put an asterisk there saying this is what we brought next. So from D, note that D is 20, okay? So just going to keep a 20 here. D to F is 30 plus 20. You have to keep this in mind, okay? You can't just say 30, you have to say D plus F because we are coming from D, okay? Does it make sense? Okay. So yeah, you have to say 20 plus 30, so D to F is 50. Are we going to take that offer? Yes, because it's better than nothing. So D to E is 50. We would write 50 here, but 50 is greater than E's previous value. So it doesn't really make any sense to write 50 here. We're not going to take this offer from D this time around. We're just going to keep this value back in its normal position. And what else is D connected to? D is connected to H. D is 20. This cost is 20, right? 20 plus 20 is 40. 40 is greater than 10, so we're not going to take that offer. We're just going to keep it down here. So what else is D connected to? So we've done everything for D. And for those that didn't have like a vertex or anything, we're just going to keep their original values here. This is infinity, not a but. This is also infinity. Okay, so now that's signifying that we've done this and we've done that. Okay, so now we're going to pick the smallest value, and that is B. Excuse me. So we're going to pick B and asterisk it here. B comes here, and now to B was previously 30. So let's just keep this on the edge so we don't forget to add it to anything. So let's go. B to B, obviously it's 30H. You want to keep the asterisk here again. B to C is 50. Better than nothing. And this here means 50 from B. Okay. B to D. Well, B is not connected to D in any way, so D is going to have its value, original value back. How about B to E? Same thing, not connected. B to F, not connected. B to G, not connected. B to H is 30 plus 20, that's 50. 50 is greater than 10, so nope, we're not taking that offer. So the next one we're going to do now is 40, and that is E. Okay, my handwriting is starting to look disorganized and messy. I'm sorry about that. So now we're going to start with what? E. So from taking note that E is 40, so we're just going to keep 40 here so we don't forget to add it. From E to B, they are not connected, so E has its value back, which is asterisk. E to C is 100. That's twice the price of C. So we're not going to accept that, okay? E to D. E to D is 70. 70 is greater than 20, so nope, we're not accepting that. Keep the asterisk back. E to E, obviously it's itself. E to F is 60. 60 is greater than 50, so we're not going to take that offer. Sorry. E to G is 80. Better than nothing. So yeah. So this is from E. E to H is 70 because 40 plus 30. So that's. And oh, sorry. You know what? We're not accepting that one because 70 is greater than that. So nope. That was my mistake. And now we are going to go into C. We've done this, we've done that. So now we have two small or two values with the same cost. You can pick either one of them. You can start with C or you can start with F. I'm just gonna start with C because like, I don't know, I just feel like. But before I start, I don't really have space here. So I'm gonna bring in another kind of artboard thingy. So we're just gonna copy this cost here. Okay, from where we stopped, we were going to continue with C. Okay, so just bring this here and going back to okay, so now we can see that from C to G, taking note that C was 50. Okay, C is 50 and 50 plus 30 is 80. So C to G is 80. Let's see if we really don't need that because, you know, 80 is pretty much the same as the other one. So no, we will pass on that offer actually. Next one, C to E is 110. We'll pass on that too because that's too large for Christ's sake. So E was 40. Bring that down and put it back. C to B is 70. We're gonna pass on that too because, you know, that's just too much for us. Can't take that offer. So what else is C connected to? B blah blah blah. Yep, we're done with this. So we're just gonna bring in the old values here. Sorry if my handwriting is getting a little bit disgusting. So we've come here. We have 50, D, 80. So we just have two left, okay? And we can now take this part, which was, I think, F. So we can do F now. So F is what? 50. F to G is 70. Let's see if we can take that. Oops. F to G is 70. Ooh, yes, we can actually take that. That is really nice. We would take that offer, thank you. And let's see what F is connected to again. F to E is 70. No, we're not going to take that, thank you though. And F to D is 80. Yeah, we're not going to take any other offers, because I don't know, it's obvious, it's pricey. So we're done with this guy. What is left is G. So we have to go from G. Remember, G is 70. I don't think we'll change anything, because from G, this is 90, too big. This is too big, too big, too big. So everything is going to stay the same. Okay, just writing them down. Then keep the asterisks here because we've finished that. And this is the shortest part of this graph from A. This is the answer, literally this. And yeah, we're done.